Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. At a certain point, I might just record so many of these videos that it's like, I can't upload all this. This is too much. It's too much to just put on the internet. I just need to, like, seal away this hard drive and then just start fresh again. But anyways, last time we looked at, M.A. Myrmekos, or Myrmesos. It was a bunch of ants. They were kind of overpowered with a lot of heavy armor and a lot of mages. Pretty much had everything. But it was fun. We kicked some ass. Yeah, let's move on. We're going to roll another one between 1 and 224. We got 80. M.A. Vanilla? L.A.? L.A. Late Age Katis. Okay. Yep, we didn't do that before when I did EA Katis and MA Katis, but I suppose it's a good time to bounce back over to LA Katis and see how they differ a little bit. Let's do, yeah, fuck it, we'll do a vanilla. We'll do a large vanilla, completely random all day. I think this might be 60. Yep. Late age. We'll do 6. And we are playing Katis, Desert Tombs. Alright, so it's now a river valley surrounded by sandy deserts. So it's no longer a swamp empire. We've got thick hides, cold-blooded, poison resistance, prefer heat scale +2, and we have reanimated dead. Of course, everyone gets involved with the undead. Infantry and undead. We have death magic, fire magic, some nature, astral, and earth. Powerful priests that can reanimate the dead. Temples inside Dominion spawn long dead. More in strong Dominion. Okay. Getting into like M.A. Ermore here, of course. Free spawn stuff. I love it. That's sarcasm, because you have to go around and pick all this shit up. Heat limit +1, death limit +1. Commander of Katis, standard 75 leadership commander. Lizard Lord. No longer, well, no, okay, yeah. 100 leadership gold star. Good. Yep, nice and cheap. Solid commander. Hiradul, level 1 priest. High priest, level 2 priest. And can train sacred serpents at temples. Lizard King, level 3 priest. Thing of beauty always. And 150 leadership. Yep. I remember all this. Reborn. 1 death, and then 100% for a fire, astral, or death. So some of them will be 2 death, but not many. Sorrowmancer. 1 fire, 3 death, 1 holy, and then another fire, earth, astral, or death, 10% for another one. They are, however, old. And 4 recruitment points. But, you know, still. Level 3 death mages. Always have some uses. Not bad. And Poisoner, cap only. 1 death, 1 nature. Assassin 2. With a poison sling and poison daggers. Yeah. Okay. Again, I don't know if I really... Yeah. Assassin 2 with a poison cloud. It's maybe not bad, but I don't know. You know, I often like assassins that I can just throw out there in mass. I suppose they are. They're not bad. They're not bad. Personal Barkskin can be thrown on for a little extra help. Skeletal body. And then sling that shit. And lastly, Keeper of the Tombs. 1 fire, 1 death, 2 priests. Overall, not very impressive, but they are a reanimator priest. And I wonder if they have access to some sort of national spell. Units. We got the standard militia. Bullshit, cheap shit that I'll never make into minions as long as I can help it. Heavy infantry. Fairly standard. 7 combat speed. They have shields, 4 parry, 13 piercing damage spears, 16 protection, 12 defense. This is late age, but it's fine. It's fine. Nothing spectacular. It's fine. City Guard. No helms. 12 protection, 12 defense. Seems like a downgrade. I don't know why the heavy infantry got placed here. Yeah, it seems like a misstep. Light infantry, 5 protection, no armor, no interest. The other heavy infantry with 18 slashing damage falchions. Yeah. Crossbowmen, range 40, 12 attack, 11 pierce. Armor, no shields, but 15 protection on crossbowmen is pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, okay, that's solid. Medium infantry. They get armor, no helms, and a shield, 4 parry, spears, 13 defense. Low morale. Falchineers. Dual wielding 18 slashing damage. Falchions with 17 protection. Yep, I can definitely see using those guys. Halberdiers. Also 17 protection, but a 23 damage halberd. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, too. Yeah, I don't know which one I'd pick, really. Depends on what you're fighting, I guess. I guess I'd lean towards Falchineer unless we have some high protection stuff, then you want halberds. Poison Slinger, cap only. Slinging just massive amounts of poison. We use this in Middle Age, I think, to great effect, and we'll use it again. Tomb Guard, cap only, sacred. Alright, 15 hit points, 21 protection, 12 MR, 12 morale, 12 defense, 12 attack, 20 slashing damage. They have shields, armor. Yeah, again, the Working Man's Bless will do work. They're already pretty hardy with protection. So pumping up defense to like 15 or 16. Attack to, I don't know, 18. Damage to 23 or so. Maybe throw Enchanted Blood on there. Maybe even a bit more poison resistance. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. And then Tomb Flame Wielder. Okay, they're old. They have Banefire crossbows. Range 40, 13 attack, 11 piercing magic damage. It's armor piercing. Fires once every 3 rounds. And causes decay as well. Well, again, if I was fighting something really heavily armored, but I don't know if I'd take away from the Tomb Guards just to take these things. Once every 3 rounds. I mean, this, yeah, you'd have to pick a bless kind of to help them out. But I don't know. I don't know what you'd really take other than precision and I don't know. I have no idea. That one's iffy. And then Desert Ranger, all non-fort wastes. 15 protection, 13 defense. 9 combat speed, blah, blah, blah. 18 damage falchion and a javelin. They're not bad. Not bad, and you could, supplement your army with a decent soldier like that. There's nothing spectacular about them, but the spectacular part is the availability, I suppose. We're going to get 3 death gems per turn, every turn for the entire game. We get Coatl Summons, Grave Consort, Sacreds. Level 1 priests, commanders, blah, blah, blah. They are reanimator priests, but probably not too highly. Tomb priest, level 2 priests, susceptible to fire 10. Reanimator priest. Tomb king, level 3 priest. Ho 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 ho. With snake staff. Great Lions, Scorpion Men, Sacred, Fear 5, Fire Resistant, Poison Resistant, Spirit Sight. They get a Pincer attack, Stinger attack, Enchanted Sword, Plague Bow, and Gaze of Fear. 42 hit points, 21 protection, 17 MR. Man, oh man. That's so good. And again, the Working Man's Bless still does strong work here. Yeah, you could pick a Bless specifically for these guys. Because they would appreciate regen quite a bit. And quickness. Well, quickness would probably fatigue the fuck out of them. But, yeah, I mean, even reinvigoration, they're already going to be pretty fatigued. Sacred Crocodiles are sacred crocodiles. 73 hit points, 14 protection, 15 morale, 6 defense only, and only 8 MR. And they're undisciplined, but they have a 23 slashing damage bite. Again, I mean, Working Man's Bless is good because it just works on kind of everything for the most parts. Pretty much everything. I mean, yes, again, you could pick much better Blesses for this thing. And again, regen would be very strong. Regen Blood Bond or something. Tomb Charioteers. The Rider is Pierce Resistant, 10 protection, 13 defense with a falchion. The Chariot itself. Seems like it'll die. You know, like, oftentimes with cavalry, I misunderstand and I overestimate or I overvalue armor on the horse, even though it doesn't get attacked much. And then I think the big elephant riders, I overvalue armor on the riders because they don't get hit much. Chariots, I don't know what to think. I assume the rider doesn't get hit that much, but then the chariot here seems pretty weak. So I don't know what to think. But then I guess they're not meant to be targeted that much at all anyways, because they have 17 speed, so they're meant to sit in the back at the start and then swoop in. It is a chariot, and those are always pretty strong. And then lastly, tomb worms. Another sacred animal. Well, it's not an animal, I guess it's undead. 39 hit points, 10 protection, 5 defense, 16 MR, 30 morale. Susceptible to fire, poor amphibian, poison resistant, 18 slashing damage bite. Yeah, okay. I mean, I assume you get multiples of these. 39 hit points is quite a lot. Okay. Well, you know, I'm a boring person, so I would certainly say Tomb Guards with a Working Man's Bless, maybe some extra poison resistance, Poison Slingers up the ass to just sling poison everywhere. And then Mages, probably doing a lot of Horde of Skeletons stuff. And then, yeah, we don't even have access to that much nature, do we? Mage, yeah, we don't have much nature. Death and fire. Keeper of the Tomb has 1 fire. These guys have 1 fire. Maybe 2. Maybe some earth. Yeah, it's mostly death. So really, it's just Horde of Skeleton. Like it's a standard formula. But let's see what the guide has to say, if there is one on LA Catis. There is. Difficulty easy. LA Catis can be a strong nation once it researches Horde of Skeletons. Yep. Be prepared to fight off attempts to take you out in the early game. Unlike its earlier versions, LA Catis can summon Reanimator Priests and make use of Scorpion Men. Recruit as many city guard as possible for the starting army and hire good mercenaries. 30 city guard with a lizard lord. Which is funny, because he doesn't even mention city guard in his notable troops section. Recruit a high priest on turn 1 to train sacred serpents, because they buff morale. Then a Sauromancer to summon a grave consort, and afterwards 1.5 reborn per turn to research. Prophetize the grave consort, and crank out tomb chariots led by a mound king to help with expansion. Recruit 5 to 6 poisoners after the high priest to expand with assassins. Animate skeleton, enchantment 1. Oh yeah, that is true. They can do that too. He doesn't even mention the sacreds, like the sacred tomb guard, or, at all. Not under notable troops, not under, like, anything. He does have, his bless, I think, are mostly concerned with the Scorpion Men. He's got Hard Skin, Undead Command, Reinvigorate, Farcaster, so he's buffing, like, your mages. Yeah, Reinvigorate, Farcaster, or Finesse. So he's buffing mages. So he's not even picking blesses for Scorpion Men. He's just kind of using a lot of the this free spawn or the troops. I think he's mostly just doing Horde of Skeleton spam. Huh, okay. I mean, that's in some ways even more boring than what I said. At least I'm using more troops. Alright, so... Right. Then... So, yeah, we want Tomb Guards, and I want the poison. I want lots of poison. We can't get Foul Vapors or anything. But at least I can have strong troops, poison clouds, and, well, okay, no, hold on. Before we do that, let's look at our national stuff. So, Sacred Crocodile, 2 nature, 2 water. Gets you 1 Sacred Crocodile, or 1 gem. But how are you going to get 2 nature, 2 water? None. There are no summons you can get with 2 nature, 2 water. So this has to be your pretender or something. Let me look at the wiki page. It's usually a bit more helpful. Okay, yeah. So no, there's no access to water and nothing. Or cross path access overall. Spectral Mage. Conjuration 6, 22 death. If you get lucky on paths. Right, so you can summon a Spectral Mage, Conjuration 6, 22 death gems. That gets you 1 death, and then he gets water, astral, death, or glamour twice. That still doesn't give you access to nature. So you just, oh boy, that's rough. So, okay, so fuck your Sacred Crocodiles, I guess. You're not getting that. Certainly not getting any Foul Vapors. Considering that is, what is that? 4 nature, 1 water. Yeah, I'd have to have a Pretender Mage that could cast Foul Vapors. But honestly, that's not the worst idea we've ever had. That might still be worth it. Okay, that's that. Then there is the Coatl. It's 1 nature, 1 astral. Scorpion Man. 8. Level 8 conjuration. 1 earth, 1 fire, and 12 earth gems. Ah, fuck. That's not really going to be accessible, is it? Damn. Just really looking forward to him. Revive Grave Consort. That gives you a Grave Consort Commander, which was the... what? It's just a Holy One Reanimator Priest Sacred. They're Reanimator Priests, able to produce skeletons for free with their turns. The Grave Consort can be summoned early and prophetized for an early infusion of Tomb Worms or Tomb Chariots. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Okay, yeah, I can see that. That's not a bad idea. And then a Tomb Priest and the Tomb King. Yep. Does it talk about... does it say what they can summon? What you get summoned? Uh... No? No? I don't know. Doesn't really say. I don't know. Okay, we'll find out. That's it for enchantments. Thaumaturgy. Nothing. Blood magic. Usually nothing. Divine, we get the nice, some undead stuff. To increase MR or speed and attack skill on undead. MR. Royal power. Area effect 5. Royal protection. The entire battlefield. And then if we get a level 4 holy, entire battlefield, attack, and combat speed. Right. Okay. Well, I think we're mostly looking for scales. Probably. The Tomb Guards are 23 gold, 29 resources, 28 recruitment points. We mainly want to rely on these. The Slingers are 24 gold, 6 resources, and 32 recruitment points. Okay, so I don't think we need much in the way of resources. I don't even know if we would need 2, but we're probably going to want 2 order. Yeah, we might go with just 1 productivity. And then we want... so we want a guy that can cast Foul Vapors. 4 nature, 1 water. So any combination of nature and water could be nice. Wadjet. Yeah, but new paths cost 80, and we're going to want more than that. So that's that. The Serpent King. Yeah, probably just the Serpent King is fine. I want 7 or 8 Dominion. Heat 3. So on and so forth. We need nature. We need at least nature 4. May as well go 5 for Mother Oak. It's always useful. We need some water. Some fire. Some blood. Some combination of that. $37 points I have to leave on the table. Are you out of your fucking mind? What the hell? Okay, I think we need to take a shallower path here. 4, 5, and then take... I often like heroism. But it might be nice to make some golems. There you go. 3 in everything, 5 nature, 4 blood. Gives us 21 bless points. Is that a little overkill, we think? We probably should go higher on scales. I don't know. We don't get access to blood bond. But we're doing all working man stuff here. Enchanted blood, blood surge, defense, defense, attack, attack, at the very least. And then I also like heroism and blur. It's often nice to grab. And then probably... Oh, I did want more poison resistance, though. Or reinvigoration. No, poison, poison. Much 2 points. Fuck. Okay, no heroism. It's fine. There you go. Yep. We're going to be slinging a lot of poison with those slingers. I think it's fine. I think it's average, normal stuff. I think, yeah. We're doing normal stuff. Let's go 3 thrones. I don't think we want this to be an especially long game. All right. So the guide said, recruit a high priest on turn 1 to train sacred serpents, then a sauromancer to summon a grave consort. Okay. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you'll have 10 by that point, but sure. So we have an empoisoner who could research, but he could also scout. We usually value that pretty strongly, so we'll send him out. You're not going to be doing anything. So we get a high priest, start training sacred serpents. I can get on board with that. And then we want tomb guards. And slingers. Done and done. For research, I mean, yeah, Horde of Skeletons is really damn good. For Foul Vapors, that's enchantment 6, so pretty much no matter what we want enchantment, right? Everything we want is an enchantment. Sounds simple enough. Uh-oh, Arconia is in the game. They're powerful. Argoscephali, Argartha, Calum, us, Pyrene, and Arconia with their badass angels. They're never going to get these guys, ever. Because you have to have Dominion value of 9. You have to have made a Martyr Saint. Or you have to have made a Saint, and then you have to have him change shape in your capital. There becomes a Martyr Saint. And then on that turn that you change shape with him, you can recruit Exemplars. And then after that turn, he dies. And there's a small chance that he'll become a stationary object called a Reliquary. That is a Dominion spreader. But then you can't make Exemplars until you have another Saint that changes shape into a Martyr. So they're really tricky to get. The AI is never going to get it. But they are quite powerful if you do. He does have, of course, these Zealots, which are really cheap, non-cap Sacreds. And really strong Avenger Sacreds in his capital. that basically you have the luck. They have like innate luck. But he's not going to, I don't think, have access to the oh my god stuff or the community memes, so he's just going to get a random pretender, a random bless. So I don't think it'll be too crazy. Alright, and now we want a Sorrowmancer to summon a Grave Consort. Long Dead of Katis from Katis. 9, 11, 8. I'm not going to take the Sacreds yet because we can't bless them. Militia Long Dead Horseman Light Infantry. Militia Archer Light Infantry. Yep, that's the one. Let's see how it goes. We will watch. Poison, 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 poison. Poison cloud, poison cloud, poison cloud. Yeah. We obviously want a lot more poison slingers. What did I lose on that? 2 light infantry, 2 city guard, 2 poison slingers. Simple as that. Heavy cav is yeah, it's a bit tricky. Oh yeah, I guess Sorrowmancer took 2 turns to make. We'll have the death gems next turn. Maybe someday we'll get research going, you never know. Cast Ritual Spell. Revive Grave Consort. Yeah, I'm just like grabbing spots to try to get income, but because I don't really want to fight all these heavy infantries, I probably should head back. The thing is, we're not even gonna like take this Grave Consort with us. He's here just to reanimate. He's going to be prophetized. Then it says take the Mound King with Tomb Chariots to help with expansion. But I don't think I need to get that yet. I'm really just on research for now. But that, yeah, I mean, I need a priest. We have to bless our sacreds. So, our level 2 priest... No, we may as well just make a fucking Lizard King. Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck about. We're not gonna fuck about. Just give me a Lizard King. Call it a day. We had a slow start. That's alright. That is alright. So here's the Long Dead of Katis. 6 hit points, 12 protection, 11 defense. Pierce resistance, though, is pretty good. And, of course, heavy poison resistance. They get shields, 13 damage spears. Not bad. I mean, they're obviously going to die a lot, but they're free. So there's that. Reanimate. Oh, this is all your options, huh? Yeah, 2+ Tomb Chariots. Pretty good. But the 2 Worms are sacred. The Chariots are probably better. Yeah. Okay. we got our big boy priest. Back to the reborn. And we need to take some shit. Right, can't lead undead. Right. So we'll take along this reborn who definitely can lead undead. 17 skill. It's quite a lot. Oh, we have more than that, though. There you go. Yeah, this is annoying because we got long dead horsemen. Just gonna charge in and fuck. This is chariots, so their speed 17. Yeah, I mean they'll catch up there. And the sacred serpents are speed 8. We'll put them there. Blah 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 blah. Something like that. Fry 5. Pyrene is our neighbor to the east. We like Pyrene. Here's like the first real battle. It's a lot of poison, isn't it? Quit spamming that shit, please. Did still get poisoned, though. We lost 19 light infantry, 10 city guards, though we don't care about them. 1 long dead, don't care about that. 4 poison slingers, that's acceptable. 1 sacred serpent, 1 of the charioteers. No tomb guards. Good. Good, 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 good. Yeah, good, good, good. Okay, again. And yeah, we're gonna be in 2 tomb chariots every turn. It's pretty good. I mean, is it better? Yeah, see, that's the question. Is it better than getting the tomb worms? $39 hit points on those things, 10 protection, 5 defense. Although that's boosted with our bless a little bit to like... Oh, and they also have blur. Yeah, okay. And then 30 morale. Resist poison 25. You have the bites. Can you just show me? Fuck. Looking it up on the wiki is useless. Yeah, so they have 18 damage bite, 15 attack, so that'll be 21 attack or something, and 21 damage on a bite. The blur, I mean, they regen a little bit. I don't know, they might be pretty strong, but the chariots can get a lot of kills. How many did our chariots get there? 42. 2 of them got 42. Against just normal infantry like this, it's really hard to beat. But there goes the last charioteer. Now what? Did they just get bogged down, caught in the weeds, or did they hit first? No, they hit first because these guys were so slow. Yeah. But 0 tomb guards. Working man's bless. Never fails. Alright, let's head back. Keep searching. Definitely having some income issues here. Probably because I'm making so many fucking reborn. I want more tomb guards, damn it. More poison slinging. I want to just play this as if it was M.A. Katis, and it's not. And that's what I want to do. Okay. Back out there. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3 for sure, but there's also one here. So we probably would rather do that. So 1, 2, 3. This is right next to his capital. He will take this eventually, but more likely he takes this. So after we do this, we'll probably want to keep going east. This one's safe. There's no way someone's taking this shit. And this one... Yeah, just go east. Go east. Go east. Seven Poison Slinger, 3 plus 2 Charioteers, 1 Tomb Guard. Yeah, yep. 9 Poison Slingers, 4 Serpents, 2 Tomb Guards. Man, oh man, we're getting hit pretty hard here. Crossbowmen just kind of puncturing through us. I may not have this scripted greatly. They're also slow, I think. And the Sacred Serpent, yeah, the Serpents are just running in. You know, the idea is that you put them in the squads for the morale boost, but but with our current settings, they're just gonna run in and die. We almost want to just wait for the enemy to come a bit closer, and we all move together. It's getting to be a little painful here. Okay. We're up to enchantment 3 for whatever good that does us. Real issue, I think, is I just have a lot of useless reborn. And what the fuck are they gonna do? I don't like making useless mages. Rather transition to 1 Sorrowmancer every 2 turns. Okay. That was fine. Tomb Guards just cleaning up. No crossbowmen, so it's all good. Ooh, the Dark Vines could be trouble, but we gotta take it. This might be a good spot for another fort. Can also get Desert Rangers in here. Desert Rangers. But not many of them. Yeah, he also recommends just like finding a spot with crossbowmen and building a fort there. Because they can be pretty useful. I could see that. Honestly, I could see that. So maybe we build a fort here instead. So you can buff them with like flaming arrows and stuff. But we don't have fire resistance, so I'm wary of that. Could also just make woodsman. 11 pierce versus 11 pierce. This has 40 range. This has 35. 11 attack. 12 attack. But these guys fire every round. Why wouldn't I just take woodsman? Except I wonder if you can't make them once you make a fort. Did it tell me that on the mod inspector? Woodsman? Doesn't really say that on here. Doesn't really say that on here at all. I don't know. But I could build a fort here on the swamp. Remind us of our old days of, you know, swamp times. Probably didn't need productivity at all, by the way. Okay. Oh, man, oh, man. Hundreds of shade, shadow, shade bees, light infantry, crossbowmen. That sucks. Well, we're going to save that one for last. One of everything. Sure. Why not? Yeah, I think the rest is a bit much. Although I think I probably do this. That was long dead's got 9 kills. Didn't lose a single one. It's crazy. Crazy good against little militia. It's gonna be a little painful. Working man's bless gonna have to pull its weight. Right, a second fort here in Zaburia. Let's get us more money, more money, more money, more money, more money, more money. Nope, no problem. Nice. Okay, back home. Construct the palisade. Yeah, I should have taken like 3 order. Closing in on horde of skeletons. And man, are we going to have some skeletons. We're going to have plenty of skeletons. And honestly, for 3 thrones and all this kind of close, I think we just kind of doomstack. Assuming I don't get any wars here, just doomstack the 3 thrones and call it a day. Alright, well, I'm going to clear towards the throne. And we'll see what we need to get. Let's get a mage here to build a lab. Mage here to build a lab. I could get just a lizard high priest, a hero duel. No, just get a high priest. Just to go around and make temples for us. Good. Alright. Are we still happy with this arrangement? I think it's fine. It's probably fine for the moment. Speed 6, speed 11, speed 8. So, you know, somewhere here. Probably decently enough spots. Yeah, okay. Alright. And a couple turns for enchantment 5. Still maybe losing a few too many chariots. I don't know if I can stop it. Well, yeah, they just hit, and you gotta put them back a little further. It's okay if they're a little late to the party. Oh, great. I lost Zaburia, where I was making a palisade. Awesome. Really fucking fantastic. Alright, make it here then. I don't give a shit. Not that I really need the money at this point, but do it. Do it! Right, we were gonna move them back. Just a bit. They're very fast. You're just going around to make temples. Because we want to fight in the heat. Well, still not great. Still hitting. Serpents are at the right pace. You know, it's just they're gonna clear the front, you know? They're gonna clear the front, and then that leaves the gaps, and so the ones that are in the back can then walk up and just hit these guys. So the chariots are always just gonna be under some pain, and they're not super strong. But you'll notice there that it's the riders dying. So there's that. Vine Ogre, heavy infantry, heavy cavalry with a huge Etten. Can I do it? I have a lot of fucking good tomb guards, man. I don't know how well the chariots are going to do against all those things except the heavy infantry. At the same time, it's really dumb to do so. When I could just send in a lot of Horde of Skeletons. They also recommended enchantment 6 for something? Oh, Foul Vapors. That's what I recommended. Okay, you. Don't fuck about. Just bring them in and go. Well, you may as well bring some units with you. Yeah. KKK. KKK. Okay, okay. We got Fortress and Ogden Mercs. Lack supplies and Witherlands. We like the disease, though. We savor the disease. Sure, go to a castle. Why not? Yeah. Okay, well, we're heading into summer, so that's good. Oh, this is the Total War Medieval 2 soundtrack. You know, it's all sort of strategy game stuff. It's all the same, right? Do we have contact with any? I don't think so. I don't think we've met another nation. So, yeah, easy peasy. All right. It's not cold there, and that's the most important thing. Okay. Okay, I want all the undead, I guess, in their own squad. Doing their own squad stuff. So we basically want them to be like the meat shields. I'm okay if they all die, you know? I'm not really gonna cry about it. Now, I think for this one, then, we want to hold back. Horde of skeletons. That's it. That's the script. That's the whole script. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to hold back to let the Horde of Skeletons do as much work as possible. And then have the Long Deads here in front and center. Chariots. All the way in the corner. Poison Slingers. Something like that. Horde of skeletons. Horde of skeletons. Horde of skeletons. Skeletons. Many skeletons. There you go. Yeah, I'll do it. Go. Well, there's an unexpected event in Sinextro where we just went, so that's interesting. Now, you did script all the Tomb Guards, right? That was... I guess I didn't script almost any of the Tomb Guards. Alright, well, that'll be interesting enough. Catch those lances. a lot of poison slings. Poison there really did some work on the heavy calves. That's good. Lowering their defense, lowering their attack. All that good shit. Oh my god, it's a lot of poison. These guys are... Oh yeah, poison resistance 15. More than us. Trying to get the chariots in now. Trying to squeeze past. Having trouble. It was too big of an army. There you go. There you go. There you go. What's the damage? 13 long dead, 1 poison slinger, 1 sacred serpent, 1 chariot, 8 tomb guards. Yeah, okay. Vine Ogre's got 63 kills, though. Thank God for Horde of Skeletons. Also, it would have been even better had I actually scripted my long deads not to walk in. But, c'est la vie. Flame. Construct. Fortress. Just wait. You're right, I didn't change my main army to hold an attack. Yeesh. That was dumb. Okay. Anyways. That's good. That's good, that's good. Horde of Skeletons. Real good. We got the Throne of Air. Alright, well, let's keep this party rolling. There's a second throne right there. Yeah. Surprising to lose that many chariots and have them do that much. They were scripted, right? But now, when they weren't bogged down, they were able to just race through, hit the heavy infantry, and ow. Okay, we could move the party up a little bit, except for the chariots, to prevent a repeat of that. I hate doing this. It never works the way you want. Fuck, see? That's what I'm saying. I don't want... Fuck! And then it moves them somewhere I don't want them to be moved. So it's like, I don't know where that guy went now. He went somewhere. There he is. Move everything manually. Okay, fine. Alright, second throne. Free chariots doing quite a bit. Doing quite a fucking bit. Man, oh man. Horde of Skeletons plus free chariots. We lost 4 of our personal long dead, which are also free spawn. 3 poison slingers, 1 tomb guard. And yeah, a few chariots, but that's alright. Alright, that's second throne done. Now, third throne, we don't have eyes on over here. There might be one up here, though. Don't we have a guy? The Bone Door Tower. Okay. Right. Well, we are going to build a good amount of PD here. And I'm going to have a guy build a palisade here. I probably should send an NAP request to Calum just to be extra safe. We also apparently have contact with... okay. Worst comes to worst, I can fight this, and we'll probably win. So let's send one to Archiskephli. But I think we just want to check maybe up here. Just to be certain. We got Harambe. That's his name. Wait, that was his name? Harambe? I didn't even notice that. Lord of Flies, Harambe. He sure is here. And he can cast Foul Vapors once we get Enchantment 6. So get to work. Shit. No, not... No, you're here to build a palisade. Do we really think one's there? We'll find out next turn. There is one here. Okay, let's move to this throne. We'll be patient. We'll find out next turn where they all are. Oh, Archiskephli and Calum both accepted. Amazing. Sometimes this game just hands you it. Alright, there's no throne up there. So we gotta take on the Shades. But we should have, by that point, a bunch more hordes of skeletons. Like, so many hordes of skeletons. Foul Vapors. And a good amount more, a lot more, units. I might need another Lizard King thrown in the mix. And I think we want to build a palisade here just in case. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, Archiskephli and Calum could both declare war this turn. And that is perfectly something that could happen. Not even mentioning all the free spawn skeletons we get. Oh my god. What the hell? This is gonna be too big of an army. But it's all just to slow them down while Foul Vapor shreds things. Except these are all undead, so I don't know how it's gonna go. Worst comes to worst. Well, I mean, if we lose the whole army, that'll be tough. Pyrene attacked Calum with his Pretender and 5 Cambion Knights. I never will understand the AI. Also, we lost our scout, but whatever. Right, I have more Tomb Guard. I don't know. You're gonna go somewhere here. And I got more undead. Just a massive, massive lineup of undead. Okay, and then take you, you. And Harambe, who needs, water. Nature? I'm going nature. It's nature 2. Well, kid, you're gonna get 10 of these, and what else you got? You have everything. You have everything. You can cast anything you want. Anything you frickin' want. This. Okay. There you go. Anything you want, pal. As long as you cast Foul Vapors first. And look, it's even in our Dominion. Perfect. We love to see it, baby. Oh yeah, we didn't need to make more. No. Just habit. It's really just habit at this point now, ingrained to check the research screen before I end every turn. I don't know. It's a really bad habit. No, it's not. It's a good habit. Screw you. Alright. Well, we have a lot more Horde of Skeleton spammers. It's going to be kind of a gross amount, I think. Yeah, bit of a gross amount. Harambe, however, is going to cast Foul Vapors. And then I don't really care. Might just cast Horde of Skeletons. It's very possible. We're going to put the Long Dead in a big skirmish formation. Really hurt their morale, but they're undead, so it doesn't matter. It's a lot of Horde of Skeletons. It's just a disgusting amount. This is insane. Okay, we have 643 units. But that's not really why it's insane. But this is how it goes. Let's see. There they are. These have poison resistance 25, 25. These things 25. But there's some humans in there. There's foul vapors. Poison clouds everywhere on the map. So all we have to deal with is a horde of ghosts. And I have a lot of skeletons that they cannot life drain from or anything. Yeah, paralyzed. Doesn't affect inanimate beings. Shame about that, huh? Oh, that's a lot of poison on you, huh? That's a shame. What is Harambe casting here? Poison ward and serpent fang arrows. Great. More poison. All the things you could cast. A lot of poison on a completely poison resistant army. Not a super winning strat. But we just have to kill that big bitch here. Oh my god, Katis. Lost 95 of our regular long deads, 14 poison slingers, 7 sacred serpents, 45 chariots, 11 tomb guards. Our 2 lizard kings, because of all the undead, got 106 kills, whereas the Sauromancers got 44. No clue, of course, on the horde of skeleton counts. But they killed a total of, like, what, 360 things? So 200 horde of skeletons died, probably. Alright. Then we will have our god claim it. That's it. That's late age Katis. Yeah, I mean it's similar. Yeah. It's similar to the other Katises, in that I really want them to be like the nature poison guys, but really they're just the death guys. I mean, poison certainly did not win us that battle at all. It actively probably hurt us. We killed more of ours with poison than them. Now, you could say that we had good throne placement, but I don't think we really did, to be honest. Good throne placement would have been like the third throne is here. Then I would say, okay, that was really easy. But it's like, I mean, thrones are kind of all over the place. And we are pretty aggressive often in making sure that I have a connection to a throne and all the thrones I need to win, and then sign NAPs. I mean, that's sort of the single player strat. Now, granted, I will say that this time specifically, 3 thrones instead of 4 did make it a lot shorter, because I do not have any line at all on a 4th throne. I would have had to have gone to war, and it would have been kind of messy. Because Arca Skephali, you know, spread like the winds, and he already built a fort here. I mean, that's what I would have done. Like, right now, if I said, I need a 4th throne, I would just PD the shit out of the other 2 thrones, which already have their own forts, and then I would have just declared war, waited the few turns, stomped through here, stomped onto this, took it over, claim, done. So, it wouldn't have taken that much longer, but it could have gotten messy. But that's why I built the forts there, because you never know. I might have gotten slaughtered here and decided it's just not good. But just so many fucking skeletons. Which is it's a very counterable thing. You know, everything's counterable. The enemy could have just loads of priests. I mean, you saw my 2 level 3 priests got like over 100 kills on all this undead. So, you know. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, late age Katis, it's fine. It's fine. It's pretty much like I want to play Katis, and we're playing late age. So I have late age Katis. Like, it's not like super unique or anything compared to the other Katises. It's still mostly about death magic. They get free spawn, which I don't really care for, but honestly, it's a pretty solid free spawn, all things considered. They get the free chariots, which are pretty great, especially for expansion purposes. The fact you get them free. The sacred serpents. What was? I mean, I don't. You know, like, this is very simple stuff. Like, you read this guide and it all sounds a lot more complicated to play. You use a lot more magic, and you're like, you know, you're summoning elementals, you're throwing out shadow blasts, you're casting rigor mortis, and you're doing soul vortex stuff, and you got thugs with the grave consort. You know, and it's just like, I don't know. The tomb guards with just a good solid bless, you know, and they do a lot of work. Poison sling, but again, these guides are always for multiplayer, and it is a different game. So yeah, it was fine. I mean, I'm not ecstatic about it or anything, but it's still good Dominion stuff. I would have liked to have seen the Scorpion Man, but you know, it's a lot of research, and typically, especially with this sort of series where I'm trying to go through a lot of nations, goal is to win as fast as I can. I'm learning how to speed run Dominions. And I think it's probably very bad practice if I ever did play multiplayer, because I do a lot of things just like half-assed, or I just leave things. You know, I don't do a lot of PD anymore unless it's like specific spots that I know are going to get hit, or I don't know, things like that. I often don't build forts on thrones. I'll often just stop building or stop moving armies around because I'm like, well, I got my doom stack. There's the throne to win. I don't care about anything else. I neglect a lot of stuff. I'll just zip by turns. Like, none of these things are good for like a lengthy multiplayer game where you can't just be like, oh, my army's fucked, I'm out. You know, that's not really good form in multiplayer. But, you know, that's alright because we play single. I mean, I am playing multiplayer with some other people now, but it's just like friends that are learning to play, and we're playing against AI, and I don't think we'll ever really play against each other or anything. It's always going to be versus AI as a team game, so most of what I'm doing here just carries over anyways. But anyways, that is Late Age Katis. It is what it is. It's done. We're moving on. My name is Mangg. You're watching has been Dominion 6, and I will see you fine folks next time.